Well, my new belt for the rototiller came in, and it's red. I don't know if this will make it go faster, but I had broken the rear belt. Now the rear belt is the forward drive belt. Okay, the front belt is the reverse belt. Well, as soon as this happened, I ordered another belt. They sent me the wrong one. They had sent me the reverse belt. Well, not a big deal. These are the original belts, and I've had this tiller for a long time. So I can replace this reverse belt too, and I'll keep this old one for a spare. But this is a very short belt. The forward drive belt is it's a 2-foot belt. And it's a heck of a squeak to get it in. So I had to pull the motor. That's a Honda motor that I put on last year. But I had to pull the motor because I have to be able to spread these frame rails a little bit to get that belt in there. She's a very snug fit. But like I say, they lasted a long time. They are the original belts, because these are, it's a worm gear drive, so it's pretty tough setup. The belt isn't running that terribly fast. But a lot of little arms and levers and gizmos involved in these. But good to have the belt. And they ain't that expensive. I actually should order, now that I have the right one, I should order a spare to keep on hand. I can keep my old reverse, not that, that necessary or not as important. But I did have the reverse belt come off a couple times and kind of wedge in there. Because they actually, the belt is running like this. It's running upside down to what you would think a V-belt would be. It's a smooth pulley here, and so it's different. But now I can put it back together and go to work and till this ground up. Though I got to get some crap out of there first. Before I go with the corn, I've got to get that all out of there, and I don't dare burn it where it's at. I'm going to have to cut them all out of there and pull them, because right next to me is a lot of dead grass that would take off like a bugger. It would be unstoppable. So I've got to pull these out of here, and I'll bring them up, put them on the road in the sand and burn them there. Or figure out something to do with them. If I got a low spot that's soft ground, I could put them in there. But they're a pain in the ass to work with. Corn stalks. I think I'm going to have to take a machete and chop them off, and then they till kind of hard. But I want to get started tilling on this ground because there's little weeds starting. You like to till 3 times before you start planting anything. And with this kind of tiller, you really kind of work down into it. You start out very shallow and gradually work your way down, or the thing just takes off. You got to work into it. It isn't a one-shot deal. But good to have the belt and get that out of the way. But I think there's rain or possible snow coming up. So it would be good to till it, then let it get rained on and snowed on, and then till it again, that sort of thing. But this stuff is going to be fun dealing with. But I'm going to be, this area where I'm at right here now was beans last year. This year I'm going to move the potatoes into here, and the ground over here that had potatoes in, I will put the beans in. Just to keep rotating things. And I don't know that I'll even turnip. I don't know that I'll even plant any turnips this year. You can grow a turnip like a bugger, but I'm not that wild about turnips. Nobody's wild about turnips. You know, they're just kind of a waste of space. You know, you eat a couple turnips, well, that's enough turnips for life. But I do have some garbage here that's got to be burnt. But at least get the tiller back together and get started on what will be the potato ground. You know, that'll give me a good start. Do love that Honda motor though. You know, it always starts first pull, runs cheap, but same with little 125 that I use. Runs cheap, always starts first kick. But she does have a little mud on her. But great little bike. It's perfect for running out and getting mail. I wouldn't want to take a long trip on her, but for this little scooting around stuff, she's great.